They built an entire shopping plaza on land they didn't own, and when the real owner showed up, they learned a lesson worth millions. If you love emotional justice stories that prove silence can be power, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more cinematic, true-to-life stories like this. The town of Oak Ridge Hills prided itself on its growing business district. Fresh cafes, shiny glass buildings, and a perfectly trimmed boulevard lined with flags. But behind the progress, a hidden injustice was brewing. Daniel Carter, a quiet man in his late 30s, watched from a distance as bulldozers roared across a field he had inherited from his late father, a 10-acre property on the edge of town. That land was his family's legacy. His father, a farmer, had bought it 40 years ago when no one else saw value in it. It was where Daniel learned to plant, build, and dream. But now, standing on the opposite sidewalk, Daniel's heart sank. He saw cement trucks, scaffolding, and a giant banner reading, Oak Ridge HOA Commercial Center, coming soon. He blinked in disbelief. My land? At first, he assumed it was a mistake, maybe construction on the adjacent lot. But when he checked the property line markers, they were inside his boundary. He rushed to the county office, documents in hand. "This is my father's land," he explained to the clerk. "Why are there permits under someone else's name?" The clerk scrolled through a computer. Says here the HOA acquired this land 6 months ago." Daniel frowned. "That's impossible. I never sold it." The clerk looked uneasy. "Then you might want to talk to the HOA president. She's the one who filed the claim." Her name was Karen Wilcox, a sharp-tongued woman known for running Oak Ridge's Homeowners Association like a private kingdom. Daniel called her office. She answered briskly. "This is Karen." "This is Daniel Carter," he said evenly. "You've begun construction on my property." "Excuse me," she scoffed. "That land belongs to Oak Ridge HOA. We purchased it fair and square." "No, you didn't. I have the original deed from 1985, and it's still under my name." Karen laughed. "You must be mistaken. Maybe check your files, Mr. Carter. The HOA board doesn't make errors." Daniel's voice hardened. "Then we'll let the court decide." She chuckled. "You can try, but by the time any court date happens, our plaza will be finished and fully operational. Good luck stopping progress." And she hung up. For weeks, Daniel tried everything. Calling city inspectors, filing complaints, even sending cease and desist letters. But construction continued. By the end of summer, 12 commercial buildings stood proudly on his land. A coffee chain, a grocery store, an insurance office, even a small bank. The ribbon-cutting ceremony was broadcast on local news. Karen stood smiling in front of cameras, calling it a symbol of Oak Ridge prosperity. Daniel stood in the background, arms folded, silent. His lawyer, David Morales, approached. "We have enough evidence, Daniel. You can sue right now." Daniel nodded slowly. "Not yet." "What do you mean, not yet?" David asked. "Let them finish," Daniel said quietly. "Every nail, every brick. I want them to feel comfortable. Then I'll show them who they've been working for." 3 months later, the plaza opened with crowds and news coverage. Every store was leased, every parking spot freshly painted. Then, one crisp Monday morning, Daniel walked into the new HOA office in a dark blue suit, holding a folder. Karen looked up, irritated. "We're not hiring, sir." Daniel smiled politely. "Good. I'm not here for a job. I'm here to collect rent." She blinked. "What?" He placed a stack of documents on her desk. "Title deed, county approval, and certified ownership map. This entire plaza, all 12 buildings, sits on land legally owned by me, Daniel Carter." Karen's mouth dropped. "That can't be right." "Oh, it's right," Daniel said calmly. "You built everything on private property without legal transfer or compensation. That means every tenant here is technically my tenant." Her voice cracked. "This is outrageous. We filed all the paperwork." Daniel nodded. "Paperwork forged with the wrong plot number. I confirmed it with the county clerk. The HOA's purchase covered the neighboring lot. 2 blocks down." Karen's face went pale. Daniel continued. "You can check with your construction manager. The GPS coordinates on the foundation permits point to my land. You've been building here illegally for nearly a year." The office went silent except for the sound of her stammering. "You can't do this. You can't just—" "Oh, I can," Daniel interrupted, his voice calm but firm. "Because I own it. Every brick, every storefront, every inch of concrete. And now, I'm offering you 2 options." He leaned closer. "Option 1. You vacate all 12 buildings immediately, tear down everything, and restore the land to its original state at your cost. Karen's jaw trembled. And the other option? Option 2, you lease the entire property from me. I'll give you first rights, but at market rates, which, considering the plaza's value, will be about $150,000 per month.